Welcome back, trainers. So, we're going to be talking about your CP for specific leagues in Pokemon. And I know a lot of you out there have Pokemon that are just right over the limit. And I'm making this video because of what I did last night. I'm going to explain to you how it happened and what exactly is going on here. So, if you have Pokemon that are just over the Great League, it's unfortunate. You're like, oh man, that sucks. Now, I've never powered up, well, until yesterday, but other than this one incident, which we're going to go over here, I've never powered up a Pokemon past a specific league that I was trying to get it into because, well, you're looking at the screen, you're paying attention, you see, oh, it's going to topple over 1500 or 2500. I better not power it up again, all right? But, yeah, yesterday I did this. With this one, yeah, that trade that I did with the Ho-Oh, yep, rest in peace. I bring it right over 1500, and how? Think to yourself, Poke, what are you talking about? How are you able to even do this? How are you capable to make your Trophius go over 1500, knowingly pushing power up and seeing it go over? Yes, I understand. How could I have done that? Let me explain to you. Oh, guys, oh gosh. I was contemplating whether or not I should make this video because felt like a fool when I did it. Alright, so I was doing some practice rounds with your boy Bone Chip, getting ready for tomorrow's second round of Twilight. Well, it's today actually, so that should be fun. Look forward to that video, possibly later tonight maybe. We'll see what happens. Anyways, I told him, okay, yeah, let's do a few Tempest. Or he asked if I want to do Tempest, like sure. And I was thinking, okay, let me power up that Trophius and give it a test run, seeing it has the ideal set that I really want there. Right, okay. So I'm doing the power-ups. I'm like, all right, I'm going to get this. Transferred rare candies. That, that's not a big deal. I'm not too worried about that. Let's see where I'm at. 555. I put about 40 or so in there. That's not the problem. It's the stardust. So total, about 100,000 invested in this one right here. So how did I do it? You're probably like, okay, just get to the point. How did you power it up past 1500? Okay, so I was hitting the power up, and then all of a sudden, I hear a bang, 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 bang on my neighbor's door, and it was really loud, and then followed by, APD, open up. And I was thinking, what in the world is going on out there? What did my neighbors do? And yeah, they usually have a bunch of cars parked out there, so probably got the cops called on them for that. So I looked over and I was like, dang, they're still banging on the door yelling, like, are they about to get like swatted right now or something? And I looked back down at the Trophius, and apparently I pushed the power up again, and I seen this 1504. So that's how I did it. Was I not paying attention? Absolutely. I should have just been pushing the screen. It was very late. And yeah, that actually happened. So what do we need in this game? I have an idea. Well, posted it on Twitter. If you follow me, you may have seen that. And that is going to be, let's go ahead and look at this. If I hit the power up here, it's going to, prompt me to power it up, and it's going to show me the CP on which it's going to land. 1531 for the next power up. Now, what if they had something where you can actually bring it down? And it's going to cost you Stardust, and it will cost you candy all the same. Now, is it going to increase if you try to bring it down? I don't know the specifics on that. It'll cost Stardust, it'll cost candy. But wouldn't it be amazing if we were able to do that? Now, if you're thinking to yourself, oh, I don't think so. That doesn't sound like a good idea because people are going to start bringing in Pokemon that shouldn't be in there. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, you got Cresselia and other things like Lugia that people are just going to start mass bringing into the Great League, right? I understand. But what if there was some sort of lock, limit, or some sort of deal like that where it only bring it back a few CP and it costed a good amount of Stardust to do so? I'm just throwing out this suggestion because I do have a few Pokemon here that I would like. I did trade another Houndoom that was 1501. It was like a 98%. I did trade him that because I didn't want to look at it anymore. It was depressing to see it 1 CP over, and I have 100 and a couple other 98s as well. Then I have this Lucky Golbat 1508, which would have been great for the Tempest, or I'm sorry, for the Twilight Cup. All right, and Not too concerned about this legacy because Sludge Wave isn't. He might as well run Sludge Bomb, but you have a legacy there. But you get where I'm coming from. Wouldn't it be nice if you were able to, in fact, go down with the CP if you were able to pay for it with Stardust and Candy? It would be quite amazing. So let's go ahead and move up to 2500 and see what I have going on for Pokemon that are just barely over that. Maybe I would want to bring some over. So we have the Typhlosion, not too worried about that. The Swampert would have been nice if I can bring it down 55 CP. The Slowking is completely maxed out, but I wouldn't mind bringing it down a peg or two there. I do believe this one is a 100, simply amazing HP, attack, defense. Wow, right. Also, we're going to be going over team changes, which is going to be taking place here in a couple of days. So that's going to be exciting. It's going to cost you 1,000 coins, so about $10, and that's worth it. Because if you think about it, when you go on to big consoles like Xbox, PlayStation, changing your name costs money, right? So it only makes sense. And this is kind of, it's not necessarily changing your name, changing your team. And it's kind of like I said, like several videos back, they're giving it a price like that, so not everybody's just going to immediately change their team. If you're dead set on doing it, that 1,000 Pokecoins is nothing to you. So we'll go over that more here in a moment. Lapras would like to have this in the Ultra League as well. And, I mean, Frost Breath, Ice Beam, I would love to have it in the Great League. But, yeah, that's going to be like powering up a whole nother Pokemon, basically, except for bringing it downwards if they did implement this reverse power-up, okay? So that's just food for thought. Just what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Like I said, there will be things that you can abuse, like bringing in... I mean, Lugia is great. I personally have one, but specifically for the Tempest Cup, it can get wrecked pretty hard. So it's not like some godly beast in there. Yes, it can tank through some hits, but, I mean, it's not invincible over there. And then you have the Muck, a lowland version, which I know a lot of people have been trying to trade to get the CP low enough for it to reach the Great League, and you do several trades and it just doesn't fall low enough. That's another example, which would be nice. And everything else is pretty self-explanatory. Now, as far as the abuse of bringing in these types of Pokemon here, I mean, that's just what it is. If you paid the price to bring them down, then hey, possibly they would increase the candy cost and as well as the Stardust to do it. It might be double what it would normally be to power it up here. But hey, you know, who knows? Just a little bit of food for thought for you guys, because yeah, that trophy is hurt. I sat there on the couch looking forward, just thinking about the 100,000 Stardust that I just threw away. Just threw it away, just into the wind. Literally, dust in the wind. And I was thinking, man, I really, really wish I was able to bring it down. Anyways, that'd be great, wouldn't it? So there you have my thoughts on that. Now let's go ahead and take a look over in the news here and see what we have going on for the team change. So that is coming February 26th, just a couple of days. And it's going to be happening at 1 p.m. PST. So yeah, 1,000 Pokecoins. You will be able to change your team once every 365 days, so that's a year, and it's simple as that. They had made no mention of any of your stats being reset that I previously went over, although there can be some details that have yet to be disclosed, but I highly doubt it. So it's simply switch your team for 1,000 Pokecoins, all your stats stay, all your medals stay, CP, everything. The only thing that changes is your team. Now they do go over that you will not be able to collect your coins for that day if you do switch your team. So, I mean, that's not too big of a deal. Just make sure you get your Pokemon knocked out. And if you're not too worried about it, then just simply switch your team and don't expect coins to come back for that Pokemon if you had them in a gym before you switched. Simple as that, all right? So there you go, trainers. Pretty awesome stuff coming down here. We've been really wanting this in Pokemon Go for some time, although the game's been out for so long now, people are very dedicated to their teams, and even if they didn't necessarily want to be on that specific team when they first started, they've grown and built relationships with people on the same team. And switching them, as opposed to a year and a half ago, is out of the question for them, even though they really wanted to be on another team. And they might still in the back of their mind have that thought of, man, I would really like to be that color, but all my friends are over here now. I don't really want to switch. And that's perfectly fine, you know? Exactly, right? You made friendships and now you have your team, and that's what it is. But on the other hand, you have families who possibly accidentally picked the wrong team in the beginning, or a friend pressured them, or whatever happened, or they just didn't know any better and simply are on the wrong team from the groups that are currently hanging out still, and had no way to change it. And it's just kind of been a hassle, so you don't get all the balls that you want for the raids or the bonuses or whatever, but friendships can help. So, you know, there is that factor. You guys see where I'm coming from. So this is going to be great for the game. And if, once again, I want to say this, if people are thinking to themselves and do go out and change their team, people that you actually hang out with on a daily basis, a weekly basis, don't, you know, make them feel bad for it, you know? Let them switch the team. You could, you know, tease them a little bit, but don't start, you know, feuds within the community because people are changing teams, because that's the last thing we need right now. We had that in the beginning. Oh, and it's starting to come out again. My team's better. Team Valor. Team Mystic is the dominant team. Oh, Team Instinct is going to fade away. I mean, come on. It's funny to me, honestly. It doesn't bug me whatsoever. I don't care if you say your team's the best or this team's the worst. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I'm still grinding and getting my stardust. It doesn't matter what team I'm on, right? And I'm not too concerned about the gyms. Now, it can work in your favor if you do have a specific team in your area that is gym controlling all the time and you want to get them gold. That's your choice to switch if you're just trying to get gyms gold or just stay in gyms and get Pokecoins, okay? That's all up to you. Personally, I can't really speak on that because I'm not really in that situation. It's kind of a mixture of the gyms here. Plus, I don't really care to stay in gyms anymore. So anyways, there are my thoughts. Get ready for that. Coming up on the 26th. Should be fantastic. So don't get confused when you see people's names on another color team in a couple of days. It's because, well, they paid the coins, they made up their mind, they switched their team, and they're going to have 1 year to stick on that team until they are able to switch again. So it should be quite exciting, and can't wait for that. And with that said, trainers, I'd like to say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. I know I've been saying I was going to bring you the whole new Go Snap shot outside. I just been doing other things, just grinding that whole Clan Pearl day. And then I had a few family things come up. So, and then plus me getting my Latias here, it didn't really demotivate me, but I'm not out there grinding them as hard as I was in the beginning because, well, I have it now and taking care of some other things over here. So anyways, thank you for watching, traders. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.